What if I told you the greatest power in the universe is already within you, but most people will go their whole lives never knowing it? This forgotten secret has the power to erase fear, heal your life, and unlock a peace the world cannot give. Miss this truth and you'll keep chasing answers outside yourself. Understand it and everything changes. Stay with me until the end, because this could be the one teaching you were meant to hear. Before we begin, subscribe to Timeless Teachings to explore more hidden wisdom that awakens your daily life. The forgotten secret. For centuries, humanity has lived under the illusion of separation. People believe God is far away, distant, dwelling in heaven while they struggle on earth. But the Masters taught a different truth. God is not separate from you. God is the very life within you. Living as one with God is not a mystical phrase. It is the foundation for real living. When this secret is remembered, fear dissolves. Doubt weakens. Struggle loses its grip. Life aligns with peace because you no longer feel cut off from the source of all things. This secret has been forgotten because the world values division, me and you, us and them, human and divine. But the Masters never accepted division. They lived in continuous union with God. And in that union, they revealed the highest human potential. Why oneness changes everything. Think of separation as the root of all suffering. When you believe you are alone, you fear failure. You fear death. You fear lack. But when you know God is the life within you, lack cannot rule you. Fear cannot stay. Death loses its sting. Oneness means God is not an external rescuer, but the very essence of your being. You do not beg for power, you live from it. You do not chase peace, you embody it. This shift changes everything because your foundation changes. Instead of building life on anxiety, you build on trust. Instead of living from weakness, you live from strength. Instead of waiting for blessings, you recognize that blessing is your natural state when united with Source. The daily practice of oneness. How do you live as one with God in daily life? It begins with awareness. Awareness is the act of remembering throughout the day that God is the life flowing in you, the intelligence guiding you, the strength moving through you. Start each morning with a declaration. I and the Father are one. Today I live in that oneness. Say it with conviction, not as a wish, but as a fact. When you face challenges, pause and remind yourself, God in me is greater than this. Let your words anchor you back into the truth of oneness. At night, before rest, return again. All that I am is in God, and all that God is lives in me. In this way, you bookend your day with union. The practice is not about long hours of meditation. Though silence helps, it is about a continual turning of thought, word, and action back into alignment with God. The power of thought in oneness. Every thought is a seed. When you think from separation, the seed is weak. It grows into fear, doubt, or worry. But when you think from oneness, the seed carries divine vitality. It produces peace, solutions, and creative energy. Living as one with God means watching your thoughts, not policing them harshly, but redirecting them gently. When a negative thought appears, don't fight it, replace it. Say to yourself, this thought has no power. I live in the thought of God. Over time, this practice rewires the mind. Fearful thoughts lose their grip. Creative thoughts flourish. You discover that oneness is not an idea, but an energy that shapes your mental world. The power of the word in oneness. The Masters spoke little, but when they did, their words carried weight. Why? Because they spoke from oneness. Every word they uttered was charged with divine force. Your words can be the same. When spoken in union with God, they heal, uplift, and create. Practice this daily. Speak only words you want to see manifested. Affirm truth instead of rehearsing problems. Bless others instead of criticizing them. Say aloud, the life of God flows through me now. Say, peace surrounds me. Say, I am whole, I am strong, I am one with the infinite. Notice the shift in atmosphere when you speak from union. Words carry energy, and when you live in oneness, that energy multiplies. How oneness dissolves fear. Fear thrives on separation. It whispers, "You are on your own. No one is coming." But when you live as one with God, fear loses its ground. Imagine walking into a difficult situation. Alone you tremble. But if you walk knowing God is your life, courage rises naturally. You act from calm assurance instead of panic. This is not blind confidence, it is divine confidence. It is knowing that every step you take is guided, every word supported, every need supplied. Fear dissolves because you cannot be both one with God and at the mercy of circumstance. Oneness in action. Living as one with God is not retreating from the world. It is engaging fully, but from a higher center. When you work, you do not work alone. You let God's intelligence guide you. When you care for family, you do not exhaust yourself. You let God's love flow through you. When you face obstacles, you do not crumble. You let God's strength rise in you. This way of living does not mean problems vanish. It means problems meet a new power, your oneness with the infinite. And in that meeting, obstacles shrink, opportunities open, and miracles appear ordinary. If this truth resonates, take a moment to subscribe to Timeless Teachings. Each week we share wisdom that helps you live as the Masters lived, practical, powerful, and transformative. The self-realized in oneness. The greatest discovery of oneness is realizing your true self. The small self, shaped by fear and doubt, begins to fade. The greater self, born of God, steps forward. This self is not prideful. It is humble because it knows it is one with all life. Yet it is powerful because it lives in divine union. The Masters lived from this greater self. They healed, created, and blessed not by their own strength, but by living as God in expression. You are called to the same realization. Say daily, "I am not the small self. I am the self that is one with God." Let that identity become natural until you no longer pretend to be weak. Practical exercises for oneness. 1. Morning alignment. Upon waking, sit in silence. Place your hand on your heart and affirm, "God is my life. I and the Father are one." Stay until you feel calm certainty. 2. Midday. Reset. Set reminders on your phone. Each time, pause for 10 seconds, breathe and repeat, "I live in God now." This anchors your awareness throughout the day. 3. Evening surrender. Before sleep, release all burdens by affirming, "God in me is enough. I rest in oneness." This clears your mind and restores your energy. Simple practices, but repeated daily, they shift the entire flow of your life. Stories of transformation. When people live in oneness, ordinary life changes. A mother once said that she stopped fearing for her children when she realized they too are in God. Peace replaced worry. A businessman said he began his meetings with silent affirmation of oneness and found negotiations ended with unexpected harmony. A young woman battling illness said she spoke daily, "God is my life, and that life cannot die." Her strength returned. Her outlook shifted. Healing followed. These stories are not magic. They are the natural result of living from union with God. The ultimate peace. What is the peace of oneness? It is not passive. It is active, radiant, and strong. It does not withdraw from life, but meets life with calm power. The Masters radiated this peace wherever they walked. People felt it before a word was spoken. You too can live this way because the same God dwells in you. The forgotten secret is simple. Stop seeing yourself as separate. Begin seeing yourself as one. Living as one with God is the forgotten secret, yet it is the only foundation for true power and peace. When you align thought, word, and action with this truth, life transforms. Fear dissolves. Strength flows. Peace abides. This is not reserved for saints or sages. It is for you here and now. Subscribe to Timeless Teachings. For more wisdom to help you embody oneness each day, and share this video with someone who needs to remember they are never separate from God. Because when you live as one with God, everything changes.